Okay. So the way we do that is that we're gonna have an error. Okay, so we're gonna have an error. Here we have username require. So I'm gonna use R for require, and then password R for require. Set it to empty first. Now here's the point. We need to include another if to check if the field is empty. So way we can do that is type if empty, and here type post username. What we do is we check if the username name is empty. If it is empty, then okay, then we will set the error. We will set username error, like this. To this is the required field. This is a required field. Okay. We can do the same thing for our password. Okay, so I'm gonna click here. The if password. If the field password is empty, we're gonna set the password error. The R here is short for password required. This is a required field. Okay, so now when the user didn't enter the username or the password, you want to inform them that this is a required field. Alright, so we need to echo our error into the HTML. Okay, so the way we do that, we will scroll to our form, which is right here. Now we need to output the error right here. Okay, so the way we do that, we can have a span right here. So we can have a span, and in this span we can have a PHP, so that we can output our error PHP. Okay, and then we just echo our username error, which is username R. Okay, we also want to set a break for this one, so we're gonna have a break for it. Okay, below it you can see here this is a required field, something like that, but I want to add an asterisk here so that it's easier to recognize. Asterisk, and you see this is a required field. If we delete the break over here, reload it, no, it doesn't have. Okay, so right now just leave it right there. Next we want to copy this one, copy our error here, and put it after the password. But this is not username, but this is password required. Password or okay. Yeah, for now I'm just gonna delete the break here, and I'm gonna use that later in the make it break later in the style section. We're gonna delete the break after the input here and input here. Okay. All right, now let's check. So if I just enter here Victor, but I don't enter the password, if I click submit, the username and password, but the password here nothing, so it said this is a required field. Okay, now we just want to make it this a bit to make it red so that it looks like an error here. We can use CSS to style this one, very easy. So let's just go to the heading. We have style. Alright, style. Okay, now to start that we need to put a class here. So class error, I'm gonna call it class error. Do the same thing for another one. Alright, now we have a class. Now what we're going to do is just we have error, and then we just need to set the color. Alright, and it's color 00 FF. Oh, we just make it short by saying it's red. Okay, I've got the hexadec. Okay, now have it. Should make it red for simple. Okay, it's a required field. Now, if we only enter password 123, click submit, it will say this is a required field. Alright, so basically, we have just successfully make the user be aware of the this one to them is a required field. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna validate. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna validate. For example, now I want my username only contained letters, space, and number. Basically almost everything. Alright, and I'll also set some criteria for my password as well. For example, the password must be longer than 6. Okay, and it must contain at least one number. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so the way we can validate it is just to go back to our PHP file. Here we have the username, the required field. Now what we need to do is here we need to set an else. else. Well, actually, you can do this one before this step. When we validate the empty form, we should have put an else, and then if it's empty, then we set the error to this required field. Else, if it's not empty, then we set we will store the password. Yeah, we should have done that before, but it's alright, it works anyway.